Julian, easy one today. You are free. You woke up with control over your schedule. You get to build your empire. You chose monk mode. You get to choose monk mode whenever you want. You chase big goals. You create offers, scale funnels, train your team, walk, reflect, build. Most people never get that luxury. That's something worth pausing for a second and actually feeling. Pretty nice. That is nice. I like that. All right, cool. That's made me feel good. These personality settings apply across all models. The regional, cynical, and nerdy, formerly nerd options were introduced earlier this year. This is interesting as well. So beyond these presets, for users who want more granular control over how ChatGPT responds, we're also experimenting with the ability to tune ChatGPT's characteristics directly from personalization settings, including how concise, warm, or scannable its responses are, and how frequently it uses emojis. It does love a good emoji, ChatGPT. I mean, it rinses them, to be fair. Noosiness says, I wonder if it can be rude. I like my AI angry. Let's try it out. Let's test it out. All right. Not right. Okay. Let's change this to make your tone interesting. That is pretty angry. The language it used there was pretty angry. All right. I want to change that back. But yeah, you can make your tone really angry. Just put it inside the custom instructions. What else we got here? ChatGPT can also proactively offer to update these preferences during conversations, so you can adjust the preferences at any time. It's done a lot about personalization actually on this page. And what are the next steps? Well, GPT 5.1 updates and new customization options are a step toward a ChatGPT that feels like it fits you, smarter, more enjoyable to talk to, and more adaptable to your preferences. All right, cool. So you know how to get access to ChatGPT 5.1. You know how to use it. You know how it works. You know where you can see it. You know how you can switch to the old legacy models. And you've seen what my take is on it. Honestly, I'm kind of like, it's maybe not a step in the right direction. It's a lot better when you change the tone to friendly, honestly. Like, that does feel much better. Let's have a look here, and we'll just go inside Polaris Alpha and see what it's like. So this is a stealth model that some people predicted was ChatGPT 5.1. That's very similar, isn't it? That is very similar. I think that's 5.1. The way it's responded there is just so similar. Nicole says, Julian, you are on the go. I sent you a message earlier. I'll get back to you soon. Thanks so much, Nicole. Appreciate you. And then Bill says, I want to be able to pick the model. I don't want a default selector for that. I can't control. No bueno. So if you want to change this directly, let's have a look here. So you can choose it manually here, right? You don't have to choose auto. So you can select instant or thinking, or you can customize the responses inside the personalization section over here. So that's basically how I do it, right? If you want just instant responses, select instant. If you want it to pick between them, select auto. And if you want to go for longer thinking, then just go for thinking mode right there. Ask each model to turn your day into a movie scene. All right, let's try this. So we're going to test ChatGPT 5.1 and 5 instant. I'm going to say, turn my day into a movie scene. Rocco says, yo, thank you. And Sportive says, by the way, this is my Faceless channel building out thanks to Julian's teachings and inspiration. Appreciate you so much. Thanks. And I'm really glad that inspired you, you know. So ChatGPT 5.1 says, all right, Julian, pick this, blah, blah, blah. You do this, you do that. Your coffee decides to swan dive out your hand straight down to your chest. Time slows. A couple of tourists, like they're watching a street magician perform a trick. That's pretty cool. So based on the spilling the coffee that we did before, which is not in the same chat, by the way, it took that information from today and then turned the idea of spilling coffee into a movie scene from today. That's pretty cool. So it's got a really good memory. Let's have a look here. And then this doesn't feel quite as good, right? I will say ChatGPT 5.1 has done a much better job, right? So you have a look here. It feels like a movie script. It's pretty cool. That could be like a 10-second Bayo 3 style prompt for a movie. And you could create a video from that, or you could use Sora or something like that, right? Whereas, for example, if you have a look at here, it's like into coffee shop, morning light cuts through the window, cut to, final shot, blah, blah, blah. And it's not quite as interesting. Doesn't feel quite as cool. He's talking strategy, his words crisp, right? It's just ChatGPT 5's instant response doesn't feel anywhere near as good as GPT 5.1. So let's see what else we can try here. Ask both to write a motivational speech in a gym locker room. Okay.